Welcome to the Handy Man Does All. Yesterday, I was working on my wife's van, which was making quote unquote a noise, and found out that the front strut here is broken beyond repair. So I have actually ordered new ones for both sides. I'm gonna most likely maybe only show one side because they're pretty much the same. So really all we gotta do is start by jacking the car back up, taking this wheel back off, and then underneath the cowl, if you remember the windshield wiper video, I got to take this cowl back off. Usually there's three bolts or nuts holding on the top of your strut. And then when I get the tire off, I'll show you what it looks like down there. There's, I think, only just two bolts. Pretty big bolts, probably big and rusty, that I got to take off. So that'll be in the next update. All right, so I got the tire off, and now we can see the... I got to take off this thing, which is some sort of steering component, I guess, to keep it from something. And this bolt, that bolt, and whatever this thing is, I'm hoping that if I undo that nut, that thing comes off. I've never really... It's something to do with the brakes because it goes to the wheel sensor. I don't know what it is. Actually, it's the brake line, which is weird because it's technically rubbing against this, which is probably not a good idea. So I might work on that. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then start taking crap apart. Well, this mother effer is apparently there's this collar back here that has flat spots on it. I don't really feel any flat spots on it. I've tried wrenches. I've got a pair of vice grips. I do not see, and obviously it's in the worst friggin' spot in the world. I don't see any flat spots on this thing, and my vice grips don't want to sit on it. So, situation report. This link that goes from there down to there, I have tried lots and lots of things. It has some sort of wacky ass thing on the back that's smooth. It's supposed to have grooves in it for some wrench that doesn't exist. I tried a pair of vice grips, and all I proceeded to do, see if I can find them. All I proceeded to do was wear out like this is a brand new pair of vice grips, and you can see the damage from trying to hold that thing steady and backing this stupid nut off. So I'm gonna just go with brute force and get the cutoff wheel on it and just zzz, zzz. So really, I can't make any progress on this yet. I can't really get the cutoff wheel in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the strut here and here. I've already disconnected it up at the top, which is in the hood, so you can't really see that. And then we'll have that thing flopping around. Then we can probably see how to get that thing off a little bit better. And the best way to do that is to use an impact gun and a big ass wrench, 21 millimeter in this case, on these nuts and pull these bolts out. Gonna do that since I only have one hand. I'm here by myself. The entire film crew is busy, so I'll just do it and show you after I'm done. Quick sit rep. I did support the weight of the caliper and the disc and all that other nonsense on my floor jack so that it doesn't just hang down. There is some, brake lines and whatever that other thing is, wheel speed sensor stuff. But I did take the strut apart, so now the strut is just basically floating in here. I can take it out of here. Oop, there you go. Just a little dirt there for your flavor. So now that I can do that, now I have access to this guy right here, and now I can get the cutoff wheel in there and get rid of this stupid thing. Then I got to figure out how to do the one at the bottom. So I tried if you can, the camera may not do justice, but I marred up this stupid silver thing like nobody's business trying to get it off, and I'm done playing nice guy. A new one of these struts was $18. So I figured for 18 bucks, cutoff wheel it is. So a little bit of and spark flying. I got the bottom link out, and here's my new one. Now the new one, much nicer than the old one. It has a hex head so that when you need to tighten this nut on your thing, you can hold it steady with that. This one also has grease fittings. The other one did not. They were non-greasable, so that's kind of also nice. Although I suspect that by the time these things wear out, this car will have 400 and bajillion miles on it and will be living on Mars. Reassembly time. So I've got the new one already kind of in place. Oh boy, that's probably poor. I just loosely tightened those 3 nuts, and now the strut's just kind of floating and hanging here. So I've got I lowered my floor jack so I can kind of maneuver the heavier bits down here. I'm gonna try to line it up. Okay, line it up a little bit, and then go right back up with the jack. And don't work that hard, fellas. Oh, well, it fell back apart. But anyway, it's a little bit closer to where it's supposed to be. Gonna have to tweak it and move it and bend it and fill it in and do a couple of things to get it to fit a little bit. There we go, popped in. Now if I had another free hand, I could put the nuts in and bolts in. So what I really had to do was I had to put the jack back under here and jack that up to kind of compress the spring a little bit so that this can fit in there so I can put the nut on it. Easy peasy. All right, so after a half an hour's worth of work, oh wait, no, it took the better part of 8 hours over 2 days because I was missing tools and a bunch of other stuff. But I think I have a video somewhere. I could have just done this and started with that strut's bad. Maybe showed it earlier. I don't do the editing. I do some of the filming, but I don't do any of the editing. Now when you put your weight on the car and shake her up, it barely moves. So job finished. I do have to take it to get an alignment. When you take half the steering stuff apart, you never know what's going to happen. So if I get into a tree on the way to the alignment shop, it was due to bad alignment. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. I think we're up to 6 people, so I have 6 friends now. So I look forward to seeing you all again next time. And I have to go take a shower because underneath the wheel well is covered in mud. And now I have clumps of mud in my hair. So, all right, have a good night.